So just to get started, I just want to say, first off, thank you for agreeing to meet with me. I think it's going to be a wonderful session. And I know we're called to go to our next level, our next step when it's the right time. So this is your right moment. So welcome. Really what I'm helping you to do is I'm helping you to awaken all that serves you. And I'm helping you to release your thoughts, your feelings and emotions about your 3D self. And we're going to reveal who you are in your perfection.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, before the session, I worked to find out what your chakras were that were open and blocked. But I'm going to go ahead and walk you through each of them. The ones that are currently blocked are your earth chakra, your high heart chakra, your crown chakra, your spiritual chakra, your emotional body. You also need to have DNA upgrades. We're going to find implants is what I'm hearing, and also cords that are attached to you that we'll work on clearing today. Kathy, I ask permission to speak with your higher self.
Yeah.
Thank you. Feel free to use this body's voice and emit a little bit louder so that we can hear her responses, so that she's able to not only remember them, but hear them later.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what was Kath's purpose for coming to the session at this time?
For healing or insight.
How did we do with clearing out her chakras?
The heart still. So more energy there.
More energy? All right, let's ask for more energy. Asking for our guides and angels to go ahead and send some energy. Sending that now. Are you getting that?
Yes.
Wonderful. What did we just clear?
Childhood energy.
Childhood. Thank you very much. Lovely. Did we use a white light for that?
Yes.
Lovely. Is that done now?
And pink.
And pink. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Is Kath available for any DNA upgrades at this time?
Yes.
Can you let me know what she's getting, please? And we ask for those to go ahead and be downloaded. I'll give you a moment and let me know what you're doing.
Her pineal gland and her third eye.
Her pineal gland, heart, and third eye?
Yes.
Beautiful. And is her pineal gland now being cleared and opened?
Yes.
Thank you. Can you tell me what work was being done on her third eye? Were we further opening that?
Yeah.
What light did we use for that? Or was there a different energy?
White light. Or actually more violet.
Does that make her more open to be able to see visual pictures?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she getting visual images now as we're doing this work?
No, in time.
Okay, thank you. And what DNA upgrades did she get?
More knowing. A clairsentient, more knowing. So just know.
Similar to how my experience is with
Sorry?
just,
Yeah.
yeah, well, you'll just think about something and you'll know the answer.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's a beautiful gift to have. And
More galactic links as well.
more what?
Galactic links.
Galactic? Wonderful. Is there a particular galactic family that she is from?
She has links with the Palladians, but had links, a family in the Palladians, but links with the Archerians.
Is she channeling Arcturian beings?
Not directly Archerian, but a being for sure.
Who is she channeling?
A being called B95.
Wonderful. Oh, you already said she originates from the planet Pleiadian. Is that correct? Or is there a specific planet associated with that?
Not sure at this time.
Okay.
Being is linked to close to Orion.
Wonderful. Is there anything that she can do to connect with that being a little bit better?
Spend more time with him.
How does she do that? Does she just say B95? I'm asking you to come in at this time.
The link is good. It's the time she commits to it. Not enough time.
Okay.
Do it daily.
Does she need to work on that more daily, or is it time,
Yes,
as in
daily.
time frame,
Yeah.
for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes. But it's just very erratic. It's as and when. It needs to be every day.
Does it also help if it's at the same time every day, or does that not matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
There is
If
much
she's
to be learned doing that.
Okay, so if she's doing, like, say for example, if she's joining in with the earth healing meditation, can she also ask to connect at that same time so that she's combining, or is that not very helpful?
It's probably better what we need to be separate.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me. And may I ask, am I speaking with her higher self, or am I speaking with B95?
Higher self.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Can you tell me what her purpose is? Why is she on this plane?
For teaching. Sorry, say the question again.
Why is she on this plane, in this dimension, on this plane?
Teaching. Yeah, teaching.
Okay.
And be a beacon of light.
How is she doing on that so far?
Being the light is good. The teaching needs more work.
Okay. That's one thing that she was asking. What does she need to do to get her training to carry out her teaching mission better?
She wishes to channel, but she needs to be with groups that do that. To practice, to do it. She can do it, she's just not doing it.
I understand. Yeah, you do have to make a commitment of time for that. Just like you were saying with channeling with B95. So if she's spending that time there, then perhaps should she record herself for those messages to do that channeling, or should she do automatic writing?
She already does automatic writing, and we link strongly with her that way. It's now to move forward with the voice.
Okay.
But it's not meant just for her anymore.
Perfect. So yeah, so definitely working with channeling groups. I would love to be a part with that if she and I want, if she would be open to working with me on that, as I would like to develop that gift as well.
That'd be fantastic. It'd be very useful for her.
Beautiful. Yeah, I know that I'm channeling, but I too don't typically vocalize it, at least not known to me. So having that be more open and you know, you use it. If you use it, it becomes stronger. Let's say that. It's almost like learning baseball, right? You're not good at batting the first time. You have to get a little practice in, right?
It's a muscle basically, but you also need to let go and there are people waiting to work with her, but she doesn't let go.
Can we work on that just a little bit now to get her more relaxed?
Okay.
What's a good idea for maybe a color of light, maybe something, image that she can focus on as she's developing that brings her to a relaxed state? How about a location? Where does she go where she feels most relaxed when she's in this, in this body?
Her heart, but for the voice, would it not be the throat? But relaxed is the heart for sure.
Okay. So she could go into her heart space, and then is there maybe like a location of like a vacation place or something that she likes to go to, that she can imagine her heart, the love in her heart being at that particular location to help her with the relaxing?
Yes.
So that she can get that connection faster?
Yes, that would be good.
Beautiful. What location would you like to put her in?
The lake.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that now and combine that with, should we use the heart ray of green and pink, or green, pink, and gold?
Yes, any of those colors.
Will it also help if she has any of those colors on, or can visualize it in her hand, something? I'm just trying to think of like.
Crystal will take her there quicker.
Okay, a crystal. What type of crystal? Clear quartz?
Yes, or rose quartz.
Or rose quartz, okay. Thank you, that's wonderful guidance. I also had written down that she has implants. Can you do a body scan and see if there are any implants that need to be removed at this time?
Her left shoulder.
What's happening in her left shoulder? Is that implant helping her or hindering her?
Hindering her.
Can we go
been
ahead?
There a while.
Who put that there? Is that known?
Yes, it was within her church.
Does she need to use protection when she goes to her church from here going forward?
Very highly.
Okay. What can she use for using protection before we remove this implant? What can she use for putting protection around her before she goes to that church going forward?
Light.
Can we imagine, let's go ahead and put that in place now so that she can just click it on whenever she walks into church going forward. Can we imagine a white light surrounding her is an egg above and below her entire being, surrounding her aura, protecting her with the neon light? What color would be best for her neon color?
Blue, I think, would be good. Blue is a protection for me. I know.
Okay. That's in place now. Let's go ahead and remove that implant. Let me know when it's done, or if I need assistance in removing it.
Assistance would be good because it's been there. It doesn't want to leave.
Okay. Archangel Raphael, I ask you to come into our session at this time, asking for your assistance with the implant in Kath's left shoulder. Let me know when you're arrived, and any healing angels that would like to assist. Tell me when he arrives and it's done.
You're ready?
Already done. Thank you. I love working with him. He's so wonderful.
No, I said we are ready, but that's fine.
We are ready. Okay. Is it already removed?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured he'd just go in and zap it. Are there any other implants?
Her left knee.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. What is that doing to her?
Restricting her in a big way. Blocking her.
Is that the leg that she's saying has not been able to bend?
Yes.
Can we go ahead and remove that implant at this time?
Yes. Much assistance would be needed there.
Okay, ask Angel Raphael to once again lend his assistance. Archangel Michael, using his blue sword if needed. And let's go ahead and call in Archangel Metatron for his light and energy for this work. Breathe in the light, breathe in the white light. I felt the energy vibration come through me. Did she get cleared?
She's done.
She's done. Thank you. Is she able to move her knee at this time? Doing that now. Let's go ahead and, since her heart and high heart have been beautifully opened and cleared today, let's go ahead and send self-love from herself to herself. Doing that now. Feeling the energy, the warmth, wrapping her. Recognizing that her physical body and her spiritual body are one. That love and joy. Is it
Just
done?
strength would help too.
Strength. Okay, let's go ahead and add some strength to that, please. Sending that. Send some archangel strength in there. Does she work with any archangels in particular?
Michael, Raphael, and Metatron.
As I am Raziel, are there any gifts that I can continue to help her with going forward from this point forward?
Compassion, I think. Love as well. Love is good. What gifts could you help?
Certainly with her knowing. And love is definitely strong on the list. Peace and acceptance. She had a couple more questions that I'm going to go back to her questions now from her attention. We did hit that where she originated from on a planet, and you said she didn't know, but she's connecting to Orion. So we've got that information. One thing that she wanted to know is what she can do to better serve spirit.
Spend time with them more. Link with them more. Meditate. Do the work. She knows.
And when we say spirit, are we speaking about an ascended master?
Not at this time, but that's available to her.
Okay. Which ascended master will she work with?
Ashtar is the main one, but there are many others available to her.
Does she work with Jesus or Buddha or Ganesh?
Not at this time.
Does she work with, what others are available to her if Ashtar's, or should she just focus on Ashtar for now?
For now.
Okay, and then going forward, who else?
The star people, that is her connection.
Okay. She was asking if she was a hybrid.
Yes, this is true.
And is her hybrid the star people?
Yes.
Is that the Pleiadian connection?
No. The name of Icarus is the link.
Can she know at this time?
Yes, she knows.
Can you tell her?
Yeah.
Is she hearing it in her mind?
It's angelic link, really, the Icarus link.
Angelic link and what else?
No, that's an angelic link.
Okay. Thank you. What else is hindering her body health at this time?
Her poor food choices.
Does she need assistance with that?
Yes.
Is there a guide available to assist her with that, to make better choices for whole foods, natural foods, healthy foods?
Sandalphon would help.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandalphon.
And maybe yourself?
Happy to. This is a road that my body has had to go through as well. I'm currently looking into finding out how to further detox metals. I don't know, metal detox. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but that's where I'm at with my own knowing.
Very important, because the channel would be better if it was a cleaner body.
What else? I know that I'll do things like try to use like plant-based protein drinks instead of eating breakfast on many mornings with fruit.
So less meat. No meat.
Less meat. And I have actually moved to pescatarian. Can you advise her if she can still be pescatarian as well?
Yes, that would be good. No meat.
Okay, so no red meat. Is chicken good or not good? Preferred not to.
No pork really is the main.
No pork?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fish, yes. Meat, no.
Okay. Are there any other guidance
Yes,
the
food juices will, the vegetable and fruit juices would help her. It's about a balance in the body. It's out of sync.
Okay. I like to drink coconut water. Will that help her at all? Or almond milk instead of milk?
Yeah. Yes. And distilled water, clean water.
Exactly. Still have to get that water going.
Mm-hmm. So important. It will clear, the channel will be so clear with that.
Oh, wonderful. She was also asking how she can open up spirit for her son. Is that part of her teaching that she's come to do?
It's their lesson together. But it's just for him to find his way.
Okay. But she can continue
You can
to
only
bless.
answer when the questions are asked.
Okay.
The ears won't hear until they're ready to listen.
He's a healer too?
No. No, it's about the listening. He's not available to listen.
I got you. So she just has to wait for the right timing?
Yes, which is very hard. She struggles with that.
Yeah, we all struggle with patience. She wants to know what her the purpose of her soul tie is. Is that what we were talking about with the star people?
It's more etheric. It's more being a light source, but it's more etheric. And the teaching and the channeling will come through him.
Through B95?
No, from Icarus.
So once she starts working with her meditation and clearing her body, is that when she'll be able to step into her power of service?
Yes, but there's more needed to be available to channel, because people are waiting to work with her, but she's just not doing it every day. If she were to do the work, she would come on very quickly.
Okay.
She
And
chose
the people
this
that
mission, but she's not doing what she said she would do.
I gotcha. And when you're saying people are waiting to work with her, do you mean to have sessions like how she's having a session with me, or do you mean beings wanting to channel through to work with her to give that information.
To give the information through her, to use her as a vessel.
I understand. Let's go ahead and open her up more to that willingness to do the work behind, so that the beings that are wanting to channel can do that. And like I said, perhaps she and I can work on that together and just schedule some sessions and just, you know, spend 15 minutes or 20 minutes a day.
That would be good. Really good.
Okay. Does her voice hold codes?
The words that are spoken are a form of channel, but it's a tone. It's what is said through her. That's important. The codes are the words that is spoken. It's to be shared.
So while we're doing this work now, is her voice, for anyone who watches this, going to receive codes?
Not at this time. This is for her. But
one thing that she was asking about.
That will happen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Very quickly. When she does the work, it will come on very quickly.
Okay. Wonderful. That's very exciting. When one of the things that she was asking about was speaking light language. Is that something that's coming to her?
Yes, she already can do it, but again, it's a block in the throat. She won't let go. She dreams light language, but she won't speak it.
So when we went through and cleared the blocks in the throat today, is she self-blocking still?
A little, yes.
Let's
it's
go
to do
ahead
with
and,
confidence, really. Confident, but yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to help her with that now while she's in this state, because she's in a calm meditative state. You as her higher self are able to assist her in being released and letting the light language come. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick prayer of light language for her, and then she can go ahead and use her voice while she's in this relaxed state. Is that something you would agree to?
Yes.
Okay. And now allow.
She is resisting.
As her video is blocked.
Yeah.
And go ahead. Open your mouth and just let the word sounds come out. Let's just start out with A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. And again, A-E-I-O-U. Ooh. Ah. It's coming. Speak louder. Speak louder. Speak stronger. Let it come. Beautiful. Feel that in your heart. Feel that in your heart.
Okay.
So now you know what it sounds like. Go ahead and, yes, deep breath of release. Let that go. So the light language is there. It's activated. And now you know what it sounds like in your mind, in your mind's ear, in your voice. You've heard it come through you. Now you can practice in front of the mirror, get comfortable with it. Then you'll be able to use that going forward and with your channeling work. Thank you for opening yourself.
Oh, thank you.
That was
She
very
dreams
beautiful
that way. She wakes from dream talking it, but doesn't speak it.
Well, now she speaks it.
Okay.
How to improve her mediumship skills and channeling. She has to use it and they'll improve.
Yes. Every day. Do something towards that work every day.
It is always, you can even use meditation while you're taking your makeup off. You can just get into that space and just say, this is when I'm meditating. And
meditation is fine. It's the other work that's the problem. Not the problem, but just needs more.
For the channeling?
Yes, the mediumship is good, but it could be even better.
And like you said, it's got beings that are waiting to connect, so she needs to start connecting with them. So similar to hearing the light language in her mind and speaking it, let's go ahead and set the intent that that's going to work with the beings that are getting ready to work with her. She'll hear them in her mind, and then she'll just be able to say the words. Do you have any other messages for her at this time?
For now, she writes. The words are channeled through writing, which she is good at, but she needs to move from the pen to the voice.
Is that something that I need to do as well? I just had that question in my mind for some reason.
Yeah.
And
she has already been told that nerves block her, but that they will come. If she does it, they will come. For he will not be her. She needs to remember it's not her.
I'm of channeling in two manners. Should she ask for someone to say someone's specific name and say, I want to channel, I'd like to ask to channel, or should she say, I am open, who wants to come and speak to me? I'm going to channel as an open vessel through me now. It's a better method.
The latter would be better. She would feel more protected. Because before, she was speaking to another person and B95. She basically, the latter would be better, because when she connected with B95, he came through because she was too open. So she needs a gatekeeper.
The white light, go ahead.
Headache with the third eye. I was like, strong. It's very strong.
Has it mellowed out a little bit now?
It will do. I think I was probably getting a bit dehydrated. So, are we making progress?
You're making so much progress. It's just unbelievable.
Okay.
I usually like to check in and say, do you have, I know you wanted to speak with an ascended master, and they said not at this time. So that's a nix. Nix on that. But they said later, and maybe that's part of the channeling work. Maybe they're going to just start to come to you, and you'll start to work with them.
Icarus,
I'm familiar with that.
I know he is.
Or that being. Yeah.
Yes,
so they said that you need to, work more with him, and so that's going to be good. Your light language came through, so that was. Do you remember that? Yeah. Did you remember that or no?
No, I was resisting it. I was trying to. No, I don't like doing it. I feel embarrassed, but.
See, and so they you've had the experience, and they said that you're going to start to work like in front of the mirror with yourself in the bathroom, because it does. It sounds, you feel like you're just speaking gibberish, like blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like you're just like making sounds. So
my throat is quiet now. I'm aware of my throat at the minute. I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's been working.
Yeah. So.
But with Icarus, he has his own personality, and I know when this being is around me, or rather he's more dominant, because I like animals, but when Icarus is around, literally animals stop in their path and come back to me. It's not me they're seeing, it's Icarus.
Oh wow.
It's
cool.
It's very strong, but it's like he's dormant until I get on with my work. But I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they're kind of calling you out on that one. Is that it's time. You can't get to your purpose of teaching if you're not doing your work. So, and they want you to do it daily. And actually, I would be up for just like a, you know, like a, if you want to reach out to me, you know, anytime during the week, you know, in the afternoon. Yeah.
Are you channeling then as well? And is that what you want to do?
Yeah. So, and I do channel, and I know that I'm a channel, and so I'm channeling light language super easy. That just comes really easy to me. Yeah. And then I will sometimes channel other, like, multiple beings. So even today, I think I had 2 different beings come through to activate you.
Wow.
Not that they were activating you, they were supporting your already innate ability. So you have that ability within you already, because like you said, you've been dreaming about it. And I have dreamt about like the right, like almost like a scroll going by, like paper, like dark paper, and the light language was literally light showing up in the dark sky. And it would just like scroll by me like fast, super fast. And I'd be like, what does all of that mean? So I know that
Go on, sorry. You do. That's really clear for you then. Wow.
Yeah. But the being able, and so, and I write in light language. So for example.
Oh, do you? Wow. Okay. Let me see.
So for example, this was on 6/6/20.
Wow. Amazing.
And so they asked me to do it in colors. I used to do it just in black and white.
And do you know what that means? Do you know what you're writing?
No. That's one of my gifts that are supposed to be coming, but it's not here yet. Okay. And here early on, this was back, I'll show you back on like March 23 of 2019. So this was my early chapter.
Fabulous. Yeah.
So it feels, I mean, so then it just felt like I was doing a lot of scribbles. And then I would channel. And so like after I wrote all of that, I wrote, hear the light, listen for the light. I listen. Is the light sound? And then I asked Amar, who was another crystal skull who actually activated my skulls. And then they say, I want you to practice now. And so it's like, allow. So they were guiding me at that time, similar to like having you speak light language, to allow the light language to come. So that's how it looked before. Amazing. And then I've also had, like right after I was, actually this is before. This is interesting because I was channeling numbers, and I don't know, it's interesting. It's like, this one is interesting because it's like I'm writing and then I'm doing light language.
Oh yeah, I see.
And then I'm writing in light language again. But look at this big symbol. What's that?
Wow, that's amazing.
So sometimes they're like giving me coded messages, and then I've had
your willingness to let go is because I've got too much of a practical mind. I want to know that for instance, I can't just speak it because I'm like, what, it makes no sense. Yeah. I want to know what it means. So, but they're going, just let go.
Yeah, look at this one. It's like, and then it's like a big, like a radar flag or something. So, and sometimes I'll hear, like when this one I wrote, on the back of the dragon rises the Kundalini spirit. Because I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a little snake here.
Right, yeah.
And so whatever that meant. So I wrote it, and then I wrote it.
But I've listened to a couple of YouTube light language things, and when the video's finished, it just comes out. The light language comes out then. So I know it's there,
Oh, yeah. And then look at this one. That was interesting too. It's
Wow,
kind of a mix.
that's amazing.
So, and it is,
Wow,
and it's a
Wendy,
matter of,
that's fantastic.
and it's interesting because with those, like they'll work a certain color. And I wrote
Right.
on that one, my being. I wrote my being, light.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
was
yeah.
interesting. But then like, so I'll have a bunch of colors in front of me, and then I'll be like, I'll pick up a color, and then it will work through the page, and then I'll set it down and pick up another color, and then it will work through the page, and then another color, and then it will work
I'll
through
try
the page.
that. I'll have a go
So
at
it's
doing
really, yeah. So it's interesting. So it's not like, yeah. And then the flow is like more visceral. I don't know, maybe that's not the word. Integrated.
So when
It's
you
more
when you
integrated.
decide to do your light language, do you make an intent and say the being that channels
So-
light language to me? No. Okay.
So no, I really don't do it that way at all. And I have been told that I work with like my main being that comes through is an Andromeda, a woman from Andromeda. And I say woman, it's feminine. They said, it was told to me, and actually it was Kathy who told me that she has a feminine appearance, very narrow features in the face, small, narrow chin, and long, I think she said not blonde hair, but white hair. Long white hair. She said she's really very, very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Like very beautiful feminine being. Let's say it that way. So I don't want to necessarily
The-
genderize.
One of my main guides at the minute, he first showed me himself in profile, and he was like a handsome film actor. And then I called him out straight away, and I said, "That's not you, is it?" And he went, "You busted me." And he turned. And he's energy. He's just energy and color. He's not physical being. He's energy. I know he's called B95, and he's like he's just energy.
Yeah.
But I feel I've had a family with, or I have a family with him, but in the galactic, not here.
Right.
But I do work as a medium, so I can. That's how I tune in with my guides. But I do a lot of automatic writing. It started off as philosophy. Now I give readings through writing, but and people want to stand up and speak and be on the rostrum. Doesn't interest me. But writing, it just flows. It's so easy for me.
So because it feels like it's like opening up to like one more new path. So but
that's your channeling route, because again, with your light language, because you're hearing it, your memory of why you came is being activated by hearing the light language. The same with the channelers. It doesn't feel, quite a long interviews, but I'm very comfortable with it, and I want to hear more, and I just need to get out of my own way, because it's almost like they tell me that you almost have to park your mind somewhere so they can come in. But I'm so nosy, I can't get out my own way.
Your brain just wants to connect and hear what's going on and put it.
I just want to get ask more questions. Tell me more. What does that mean? And you're like, shut up, get out of the way. So I know. But if I could do that, I just know I can. I just haven't done it yet.
They said that the ability is 100% there. But let's go ahead and wrap up this session. Let's see if we can get your higher self. Oh no, that's fine. We'll see if we can get your higher self to come back, because I have a few questions still to go.
Okay.
And then some of it is with clearing, so we're going to do that, and then we'll ask kind of our open-ended questions. So I like to find out like messages for humanity, that kind of stuff, if they want to give us any guidance there. So we'll see. Okay. So again, we'll just step in, we'll get into our heart space, and that's what it is. It's allowing and just breathing. So just like you feel the breath come in and out of you, it's the same thing as when you're channeling, and it's the same thing as when you're connecting to your higher self. Okay, am I with higher self? When I am.
Yes.
Do you have cords?
Do I have cords?
Are you giving your energy away with a cord?
Not a cord, but I am too open.
Okay. Can we stop her from giving away her energy?
Yes.
Okay. Unless it's her intent to share an energy share.
Yes.
Does she have cords attached where people are taking her energy?
Yes, but she clears them every day.
Okay. Who is it that's continuing to send cords? Can she block that from trying to reattach to her?
That is a process she's going through right now. There's been a big challenge back and forth, but that may be changing in the short term. But it's been quite a challenge.
We've learned how to put an orb with the blue light of protection.
Yes.
Have her continue to do that more often.
Yes. She's a colleague.
So
So it's difficult. She forgets because she's a colleague, but she must remember to do that.
Do you have any messages that you would like to, any additional messages you would like to give her at this time for guidance for her career or for anything else?
She needs to be less available to people. She's very good at fixing and healing, both with words and help, but it's time to stand in her own power.
Thank you. Are there any messages for me at this time?
To continue teaching as you are. There is a new guide coming your way, which may take a period of adjustment.
What is the guide helping me with, the new guide?
Frequencies, sound, or something with your ears, something.
The ability to hear them speak to me?
Yes, but it's more than that. It's something to do with the frequency. Maybe you will be giving out that, something to do with the frequency. Do you have galactic links already?
Yes, I believe so. And I work with dragons.
Right.
I believe I have Arcturian, Pleiadian, both are my connections.
Right.
I'm not working to, as far as I know, a couple of my skulls, my actual crystal skulls have given me galactic names, but I can't even remember them half the time.
Right.
I have to write them down. I'm like, oh, what is your name again?
Yeah. It's something about the frequency across the earth. It's frequency. You'll hear the frequency and you'll be able to spread that sound out, that frequency, that it will be innate in you, and somehow you'll find a way of sharing that frequency, lifting that, something to do with frequency. I know, I can see it.
Does that tie in with the grid work that I do?
Ah, yes. Okay, there you go. That's it. That's it. Okay, that makes more sense.
Is that
So
also
you're going
what's
to hear
happening?
it. I feel you're going to be able to generate it just by, you'll hear it. It's something to do with hearing it, but you'll transfer that into light. You work with frequency, I know you will. I mean, your voice as well, but it's more than that. It's global what you're going to do. So maybe that's your grid work across the earth, but it's, I don't know. It's something you're not doing now.
Oh,
Hello.
So I'm recording our ending. It'll be wonderful to get like kind of your last thoughts, and then if you want to use your mediumship to read anything from me, I'm happy to.
I'm very happy to do that.
Absolutely open to that. Absolutely open to that. So
thank you. Well, no, bless you for today. I really enjoyed it. Thank you. It's been very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so kind of you. I just can't even tell you how each person that I work with is like one more brighter light, you know what I mean? So, and then people that I've been working with, you know, a lot of them are actually opening up more fully to their own gifts. So, so it's exciting to see. It's exciting work, and I appreciate. It's really an honor to be able to work with so many beautiful souls. So,
I truly, honestly, I feel very blessed because I feel by doing our connection today that you've activated me on several levels. So honestly, that's so appreciated. Be it with my channeling work or with my light language, you know, on all of those things, and even my mediumship. I think that will come on now because I think the clearing that you gave me will have helped enormously. But but I was feeling while you were working with me like a zhuzh on my body, zhuzh, energy coming around my body. It was very strong. So bless you. Thank you. Your skulls were doing their wonderful job. Great partnership there.
yay!
What else can I say? I'm trying to think.
Well, it was interesting that they pulled those implants out of you. I thought that was really cool.
That was sorry. That was yeah. I think that I really needed that definitely. But I'd be curious to know if my knee improves because that blockage there, because that was a big part of why I needed to speak to you today.
Right.
I think.
And they said it's going to go, like, take your time a little slow. You'll just start working with it, and then it'll start happening. And then just, you know, don't be afraid to use it. That was one thing that they said.
Okay.
But they also gave you strength and courage so that you will be able to begin to trust yourself. And going forward from there, you'll start to use it and you'll be like, oh, okay, yes, this is good.
It would be amazing. It would be miraculous because I haven't bent it in 6 years.
Oh my God.
That's a long time. So
well, wow. that is miraculous indeed. Wow.
But maybe that's like I needed this time to do my spiritual work and grow and train and be who I meant to be. So maybe now it's like the best foot forward, the best, you know, my being able to be back in my power. So it was a lesson I needed to experience, but I don't know. It's for them to release, really. I'm willing and I'm open and I'm surrendering to it. So that's really all I can do. But bless you. I honestly think on those 3 levels you've activated me, which is phenomenal. So wow. Thank you, darling. Thank you. So yeah, wow. So we'll follow more and see what happens next. Bless you. So I will let you know. So thank you again. All right.
I definitely will appreciate any feedback going forward, you know. So,
yeah.
So is your mediumship actually getting information for me?
Not in a minute, because how I work is I have to sit and link with my my guide, and then he's telling me things through that way. So yeah, I'll certainly let you know what they say for sure, because I enjoy doing that. So that's that comes natural to. But it's mediumship versus my channeling. So it's almost like a progressive thing. I need to take it to the next level, but it's my.
And they're saying you have to work with it, so feel free to use me as a guinea pig.
Hey, definitely, no. But we should work together because I mean, do you feel compelled to use your voice, or to be a vessel for somebody?
Yes, I actually do. There's times where I feel like and actually even with channeling, there's times where I can feel like my jaw working. It's like I'll be moving it around and I'll be like, what am I doing with my face?
My throat, this area here vibrates. I can feel it, but it's about self-confidence. It's really, I should get over the fact it's nothing to do with me. It's them wanting to share their information. But it's like same thing with light language. You know, I'm like, oh my God, they're all looking at me, which is why I get a bit shy. But if I write, I'm not looking at anybody. I'm just writing. So I'm listening then, and it works easier then. But I would never do rostrum work.
I think what would be good just because of my own experience, is if you record yourself on your phone, so that, and then just say, okay, I'm set that intent. Okay, I'm going to meditate and I'm going to speak light language, and then just allow it to flow. Like, because right after you've done your breathing and you're meditating and you're letting that flow happen, just take that deep breath in, and then just do how we did today. You know, just start with you doing alphabet sounds, you know, ah, a, e, o, u, and then repeat that a couple of times, and then just, it will come. It will just start to come, because you don't have to think about saying a, e, I, o, u, right? The sounds. You don't have to think about it. You could just know what they sound like and they come. And that's the same way it'll be for you for light language.
When you do your light language, do you know what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
But my intention is there. So, like, for example, I knew that I was intending to activate you and saying a prayer for guidance. And so whatever was coming through, it had that intention behind it. But I don't get, you know, like, oh, and now I'm saying this and now I'm saying that. But I understand that, like, my understanding is supposed to be like getting, and maybe that's part of what the new guide is for as well, is more of a understanding of what I'm writing and what I'm, like, when I'm speaking, like, to be able to, like, kind of get that
You will
translation.
know when you hear that sound, you will know what you're saying. You will know what, there's a purpose behind the frequency. It's about you're raising the frequency, but it's more than that. It's not codes, but there's something in that frequency that will have a significant healing. Whatever you apply that to, it's going to be powerful for sure. Yeah.
Is it going to knock me on my ass?
It's going to see you on your ass, but you might start, I warn you, you might start, do you get ringing in your ears?
Sometimes. So they may have been, and I have actually once or twice, I heard like kind of a ringing in just like this ear in particular,
Yeah.
in my right ear.
Which
is funny because I usually talk with my left side, but I hear it in my,
your
is that
right
what you're
ear.
saying, through the right ear? Oh yeah, very good. So, but there has been once or twice where I would hear like a tone, it's just like you said, like kind of a ooh, kind of coming through. And then I would connect in my mind and say, oh, somebody's trying to connect with me. And then I'd be like, all right, who's trying to connect with me? It's kind of how, like, in my mind, I would translate it, like who's connecting with me? But now understanding that that's a guide that's going to be coming in and helping me with that frequency,
I think so. It's almost like their calling card. It's like saying, we're around, pay attention.
Yes.
But it's almost like if you say the sound, if you sing or give the sound of what you're hearing, it transfers to light.
Okay.
Transfers to.
I've actually,
yeah.
That's interesting, because I've actually had that experience with just doing light language where I'll say I'm toning, and I'm kind of like, what am I talking about? Like, what am I saying, or how am I explaining I'm toning? What does that mean exactly? Because there's been times where I'll be like doing light language and all of a sudden I'll just be going like, whoo, you know what I mean? Like, just like you were saying, like, oh, it's something, like I'm just like making.
But that contains codes for healing.
Gotcha.
It's the tone. It's like this. It comes out as sound, but it's transferring to light.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's like, wow. But I once had a dream where I was in I can't say this word. Apocalyptic. There you go. I said it. Apocalyptic place. And I had this book, and my friend came towards me, this gentleman I know, and he said, oh, what have you got there? I said, oh, a book, you might enjoy it. And he went, okay. And he opened it up, and he could speak light language. It was all light language in this book, but it was tattered and torn, this book. And I already knew how to speak it. And I've been, I've kept it with me because it was like apoplectic. So it was rubble. There was no much anything around, but one possession I had was this light book. And I gave it to my friend. And I said, I think you should learn light languages. Oh, no. No, I said, I gave you the book, you were able to read it. He went, oh, yeah, I know what that means. It's like that. So I know somewhere in time, I'm quite proficient in light language because they showed me the book that was tattered and, used.
Right.
I know, but our dreams tell us, they guide us, don't they, our dreams? So
yeah, they really do. They really do.
Anyway, well, bless you for today.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for putting up with the, on again, off again. But you know what?
No.
I experienced it. and I already know that when I connect and ask if we set the intention at the beginning to reconnect.
No, it's good.
I mean, look at how fast it was. It was like 3 breaths and we were back on.
It's good.
So,
It's good. That was like,
and,
I was able to move in and out quite quickly, so that was good. Yeah, thank you.
And,
But,
and the other thing too, if we do work down the road, like say a year out or whatever, and we want to say, let's do this again and see where we're at. Literally, we don't even have to go through any clearing. Like you'll already be there and it'll be a few breaths and then we'll be right there. So yeah, so which is, that's cool.
So have you had any new clients recently that I could look online at?
I've got 4 videos getting ready to get uploaded. And actually, as soon as I get done speaking with you, I'll be talking with my brother.
Okay.
But yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can just look for me, Wendy Napolitano, and I've got several that are out there. Some of them I actually mentioned that I'm doing light language. So you could probably like one of the things when I was first activated that I did to practice was I would listen to somebody speaking it, and then I would try to mimic what they were saying. So if they said ooh ah ee, then I'd say ooh ah ee. You know what I mean? So however it was coming out.
That's a very good tip. Thank you. Yeah.
So that really helped out a lot. And then like I said, I do have a couple of them that are out there that are just like, you know, like healing, like a few that I've done that are healing. And I know that they're guiding me to start to do that more. Like that I need to just go stand somewhere in a forest, find a quiet place and just start recording myself. And just
seriously, if you stand in the forest and do that tone, you think it might just be that small area. It will go across the world. It's global what you do. It's not just, it's almost like it's like you're the starting point, but then it's like a spider's web. It goes out, but it's light. The light, the strands of light, of gold, you know, of white light, like a spider. It goes out across the world.
Right.
It starts with that tone.
I said I'm like a spider web. I just like I know that I work these codes already. I don't know how I do it. I just know that I do. I can see it in my mind's eye. Like I just know about it. And then there's different grids that I connect with. There's like, you know, there's the earth grid, there's the angelic grid, there's sacred sites grid. And even though sacred sites and earth grid are kind of intertwined, I actually, they're not really, but I connect them. So, and I know that that's part of
you
my
are not the anchor. You're the beginning. It's almost like from you, they can join in. You are going to be when you hear that sound and say it, it's like it's not even a breath, but it's like turning a key. The sound is the key, which becomes light, I saw that really clearly for you. So I was like, yes, clever lady, powerful lady. I like it. Anyway. But I've been linking with Deb and Rick on their light language group.
Yeah, I try to do that too when I'm able. So I mean, I feel like that's probably why we're growing at the speed that we are, is because our groups have been like interconnecting. Like, you know, with, you know, even with like Neelish and how he's saying that he's giving us light codes, like when we're speaking with him, that, you know, he's just.
Were you on the call yesterday? Were you on his call? What it was really? Did you find how strong that healing, that love he gave us, that connection, that heart connection? That was so strong for me. Wow.
It almost knocked me out. I just wanted to.
Yeah, it was really strong. Yeah. I was wanting to cry because it was so.
Oh, I do. I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'll like be wiping.
Wow, I was like,
I don't feel like I'm crying, but it's so powerful. Like you can't control what your body is physically doing.
Yeah, it was so powerful. We really need to do that more. As much as asked questions, that made a big difference when you did that. Because I was like, wow.
It's almost like.
Go on, sorry. It was almost like,
it's almost like, let's not ask questions. Just like you said, let's just go right to the meditation and let's just have them lead a meditation.
So
and that's all good.
And because we're taking in the light then, so then we can give it out.
Exactly.
It's not meant to stay in us. It's meant to go out. We keep some, but we are like, you know.
I think that's why I'm here late too, because when I'm with the element of water, because I almost every time I'm here, my feet are in the water. I can't help myself. Even when it's 40 degrees, I have to step in the water. And I know that when I'm doing that just my presence, like I don't have to do anything, even though it's more powerful if I do. Like say if I'm standing in the water and speaking light language, I know it's more powerful. But at the same time, I know that if I just have my feet in the water, that's enough to like zap the web kind of thing, you know, like it just
Right.
it just pops. So
You are, like I say, it will be when you're in the water wherever you are, but I can do the same thing in a room with light. I don't do anything, but I can watch the room change from people being heads down, not talking. Suddenly they're lifting up and I can see them changing.
they're brighter. Yeah, that's
because
awesome.
it's not me, I'm just a conduit for it. Same with you, where with you in the water, that's going out across the world, not just in your area. That's going out across all the oceans. That's how powerful you are.
Dang.
It's making me see, you're making my energy now whoosh whoosh with you. Either your grid, your skulls are doing that, but I am feeling
the crystalline grid. Yeah, the crystalline grid.
Is that what it is? Because do you feel that now, or is that just me?
That's you feeling it in your being, but because I transmute that energy, I flow it, and I know I pull. It's in the astral, you know. So I know that's why I'm like to do the healing.
I feel plugged in right now.
That is the best. But during our session, there were several times where I was like, "Oh my God!" And that's usually when we were losing our connection. The energy, when my energy was so high, we would lose connection. When I would start really vibrating, I was like, "All right, there it goes."
Dang it. We got what we needed. So bless you, darling. I really appreciate it. Bye bye, and thank you so much for today. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Hugs and kisses to you.
See you soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
I'd like to thank all the angels and guides that work with us. Thank you for assisting us with healing. Archangel Raphael, Michael, Metatron, Raziel, Sandalphon, for the work that you're going to be doing. And an early thank you to my guide who is going to be coming and helping me work with frequency, with innate frequency and whatever that means. So I thank you. This work is able to be sharing. I hope that anybody who is following me will appreciate it, will learn something, will, you know, feel like if they need to reach out to me for assistance, that they can reach me, send me a message at my Facebook page, my Instagram page,